Yeah, we've been very interested for a long time in having more professional association with China. When I was president of our American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, we started an organization, for short we call the Federation, which basically is an association of national societies of facial plastic surgery. We have the American Society, of course, the European Society, the Colombian Society, and many others. We've been wanting to have a Chinese society, and that's now going to happen thanks to the work of Joseph Wong. We're having a meeting in April in Shanghai, around Shanghai, and at that time we're going to have a large meeting with lots of lectures. We're going to have major guests from China, and that will be the kickoff, I think, for the Chinese Society of Facial Plastic Surgery, which will then become part of the Federation. Then after that, of course, we'll have more meetings and lectures and back and forth visiting, and hopefully we'll also tie into some of our pro bono programs like Smile China for the cleft lip palate children.
On this trip, did you have any particular case or any particular moment that touched you, or would you remember?
Well, unfortunately, the things I remember most from this trip are the medical problem we had with the cleft palate. We had a girl that Dr. Sykes and I operated upon, and the case itself went extremely well, but she was tended to have a lot of bleeding. Post-operatively, we were doing our next case, and they called us, and she was still bleeding, so Dr. Wong took her back to the operating room and stopped a bleeding vessel and thought we'd solved the problem. She kept bleeding, so Dr. Sykes and I took her back again, and basically there was just diffuse ooze. She had some type of platelet dysfunction, either from taking some kind of herbal medicine or genetic or some cause we don't understand, but she had continued bleeding and basically had platelet transfusions and blood transfusions and so forth. And everything turned out okay. I saw her this morning. Her surgery went great. The flap still looks wonderful, all of which is very good, and she's now going to do fine. But it was kind of a frightening moment. You don't want problems anytime, particularly not on a trip like this. This was something that couldn't have been foretold. There was nothing anyone did to cause it. It was just one of those things that happens if you do surgery. But that'll be my main memory. But the end of it is a good story. She did very well.